Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic the Podcast with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
Yes, sir. Ski.
All right. And that means we live. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Unapologetic the Podcast. Sorry for the wait again. Big, long delay. But listen, we get on these mics. We going to give it to y'all raw, uncut, and give you what you need. Y'all know who it is. It's Rez. It's Dre. Dre, what's up with you, my man? How you been?
Coolin', dog. Like I said before, man, just prior to us getting on air, man, just trying to stay out the way, man. Trying to stay low, keep a low silhouette. My time is approaching. It's all type of shit that's going on, that's changing. Okay, people trying to. I don't know what they're trying to do, Rich. I mean, I do know, but I won't speak on it too much. But other than that, man, I'm all right, dog. I'm here, man. What's up with you?
Hey, I'm here too. Listen, but I mean, it's same thing for me. I can't complain about anything. I actually, I'll be out the country later this week. That's why we recording early. But y'all still get this on Saturday, so y'all want to know the difference. But yeah, I'm gonna close out, I guess, my my traveling or vacation year. One last trip, and I ain't gonna say let my hair down because my hair probably always down, I don't do shit. But yeah, go somewhere, get some sand between my toes, man. Enjoy the vibes, drink, go to a swim up bar and act a fool, and that's about it, man.
See some lovely ladies in bikinis.
Yeah. Look at some
scenery.
Yeah, some scenery, some thongs, string thongs and shit.
Oh, man.
Everything, man. But listen, life is good. I can't complain, man. I woke up this morning. My babies are good. I haven't got no bad news about family or nothing. I really don't have anything to complain about. And if I do, it ain't much. I mean, it ain't big. So, I mean, life is good, dog. I ain't
mad at it.
I don't got nothing. We can jump right into sports, man. Let's get to it.
Do it.
And it ain't much there. I really don't have no college football to talk about right now outside of, we have a big game coming up this weekend against Clemson.
Yes, we do.
The way Clemson is playing, I wouldn't be surprised if we knocked their head off. But the way we playing, I wouldn't be surprised if Clemson knock our head off. So I don't have no thoughts on it.
I'm not expecting much. I think that this Clemson team is going to come into Canaan and embarrass us. That's what I think.
Yeah, they got a lot of fuel, a lot of motivation, because of the losses they took, and also that coach on our sideline.
Absolutely. So
there's that. We didn't talk about Bud and Canelo. I'll just say congratulations to Bud.
Man,
hell of a performance.
Man, nearly flawless.
Yeah. Hell of a performance.
Man, did he cut up or what?
So on Bud, speaking about Bud real quick, did you hear what happened to him? I did. So for those that don't know, they did the parade for him, celebrating his win and celebrating him as being, undisputed four belt holder, 4 championship holder, everything. And later that night, him driving home, he got pulled over
for
reckless driving, which that happens a lot. But what ensued after that was he actually was forced to get out the car at gunpoint.
Right.
So The mayor released a big statement. They're going to look into it. Things like this shouldn't happen. X, Y, Z, da da da. Which I agree because reckless driving. I rarely hear people get searched or pulled out. Well, there was a weapon in the car, but everyone in the car was licensed to carry. So, but if you are a police officer that was probably on duty, you probably knew about the parade and who the parade was for. And when you pulled this car over, and then once you go to the car, you might have ran the tags before you went to the car. But when you go to the car, I'm pretty sure someone said, or there was someone mentioned that, hey, Bud Crawford is here, or I'm Bud Crawford, or whatever else. There was a
They did.
little video going on, but that the shit just sounds funny to me.
It sounds funny to me. And at the end of the day, reckless driving is reckless driving. Okay. If you're gonna pull the man over and see what they got going on, that's one thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like obviously, you know, I don't know for sure. Do you know if he told the police officers that they had firearms?
No. They didn't tell the police officer. The police officer saw it on the floorboard.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm not placing the blame game on Bud,
right.
but I think personally, me being a licensed, you know, gun holder or whatnot, a carrier, that's probably the first thing I'm gonna say.
Yeah. If I'm licensed to carry a firearm, I'm gonna let them know, hey, look, it's a weapon. I'm
Got
licensed.
that?
And from what I heard, everybody in the vehicle was licensed to
Yeah,
carry.
they were licensed.
Right.
They were licensed. I definitely would have told my I got that stick.
I got that thing down here, boy.
Nah, but yeah, it's unfortunate, man. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me if we're really being honest. You ain't gonna tell me not a motherfucker in that motherfucking Omaha, Nebraska did not know that Bud was coming home. Bud was gonna be in the motherfucking house, man. I
Absolutely.
don't believe that, dog. Like if we
Absolutely.
just go, okay, we gave the politically correct answer and what he should have done. But let's just be honest, motherfucking Bud Crawford.
Exactly. And that's why I said, like, I refuse to believe that they didn't know who they pulled over. Because I'm pretty sure they wasn't driving a Ford Focus, a damn Saturn, a Kia Sport,
Bud got
a Tahoe.
No. Bud got a 2500. No. Bud got a TRX. He got a Dodge Ram. He got a TRX. That's what he drives.
He's probably driving something that nobody else in Omaha really got. Nothing.
They ain't got no motherfucking TRX.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing in Omaha probably looks like what he's driving. So, I mean, he probably stuck out like a sore thumb, and they probably might have knew who the fuck they. But it's unfortunate, man. And oh, Omaha, Nebraska. What do you expect?
Put some respect on Bud Crawford.
Me too. Speaking on,
you guys are never known for anything again.
Yeah. Speaking of that, boxing has done a poor job of promoting Bud, putting Bud is on a tier by himself boxing wise, but far as in box office money drawing, he's not on the tier he should be because boxing does not promote Bud the way they should. Bud name should be like money.
You know what? I think
box office.
You know why? You know why?
Why is that?
Because he doesn't fit the description as the current boxers, right? You got okay. I mean, or what sticks out about Bud Crawford outside of his hands and his skill set? And here's what I mean. Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a ginger Mexican.
Yeah.
You have a small, light-skinned, tatted up, braided up, cocky young man.
Mm-hmm.
You have or had,
yeah, because boxing's slim right now.
yeah. Then you look at the Shakur Stevens, or better yet, we even go with
Tyson Fury. Let's go Tyson Fury. You can say Tyson Fury.
Okay, we'll go with Tyson.
That's your heavyweight, but he's retired and coming back. So
So you have this big old, I don't, lurch looking motherfucker, right? Okay. So and then
Dutch looking.
you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so and so with that being said, and I could be wrong, but I doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
Even what's the young man name? Garcia? What's his name? Who beat up Devin Haney?
Oh, he's not boxing no more, right?
I guess not.
Talking about just now, recently.
No, the one who put him on his ass.
Anthony, was it Anthony?
No.
No,
No, I'm talking about Devin Haney, who put
Oh.
Devin Haney.
Oh,
Ryan Garcia.
Yeah. Ryan Garcia.
Right? Pretty boy, YouTuber, all this stuff. And then you got Bud Crawford. You got this dark-skinned guy, gap in his teeth, bushy hair, small dude, don't do a whole bunch of talking, ain't flashy, none of that, right?
Need the lunch pail to work and clock in, clock out.
Right, exactly. So I think with that, when you put that into play, man, they just don't feel like he's marketable. But the skill set does not lie. He has been killing shit.
Yeah.
For years.
Yeah.
For years.
Yeah.
And from what I hear, the split was fucking
my God.
stupid.
Yeah. Win or lose for him. The split was stupid. So that to me, going on to the bigger issue is the problem with boxing, because you can get a Mike Tyson and a Jake Paul that drew in 3 times more viewers than Bud Crawford and Canelo.
Well, Jake Paul, we know why that is, right? Because today's society, today, boxing is a gimmick sport today.
Mm-hmm. But boxing promoted the hell out that bullshit, and we knew that shit was scripted, and it looked very much scripted during the fight.
Man, Mike could have knocked that motherfucking dick in the dirt.
This nigga biting his gloves because
he's frustrated. Man, I saw some of the clips in slow-mo. Man, Jake Paul left himself open so many times. Mike could have knocked that nigga clean out of the county.
Right. So, but that's the biggest issue, because now we're looking at Tank and Paul, which is going to kill numbers. It's going to smash everything. And so, and it's, to me, that's the reason why boxing, I'm not gonna say is a dying sport, but it's close to it, because what are we doing?
It is dying.
Yeah, what are we doing? Just to go back to Bud and Canelo, that fight didn't start till 12:30, 12:45. In UFC, MMA, them niggas get to it. They fight. They start at a specific time. Once the fight ends, these motherfuckers is the next motherfuckers that's supposed to fight is damn near coming down the aisle while the motherfucker that lost and won is leaving the ring. Like, they getting shit started and popping.
Well, boxing has been like that. The main event.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they need to. That shit needs to change now, because waiting 12:30, 12:45.
But you gotta think about it. For us, that was our time. For them, it's 8, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like, for them it's prime time, 8, 9 o'clock.
Yeah. 8, 9. Well, West Coast, what, 9? Cause they three behind. So about 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. They need to start them early. The other fights need to start earlier.
They just don't cater to the East Coast, and that's okay.
Yeah, they don't. And I guess with that, I guess it's kind of like when the NBA Finals or the playoff, NFL playoffs, So, but outside of that, we're not going to talk about Tank and Paul. I really don't care about that shit. I don't care about this Kawhi shit that's going on right now. The shit looks funny to me. WNBA, the Aces and Fever they started what? I think they start right now. It's 9 o'clock our time, so they start now. This is game 5.
The
Winner,
closeout game, right?
yeah, closeout game. Winner goes on to the WNBA finals to play against the Phoenix Mercury. Um, say what y'all want to say about this Indiana team, which I do think Las Vegas Aces will win.
Me too.
I think Asia about to have a game.
Respect it, though.
But
Leah Boston ain't gonna have nothing for tonight.
no. But this Indiana team, y'all see how good they're playing without that. We're not gonna mention that person's name. We're not gonna mention that person's name. We saw
Man,
what it looked like when she was there.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this for free. Am I eating my words? Yes, I am. I sincerely apologize. Now, make no mistake about it. Asia, I've always thought Asia was that deal, right? I've always thought that. I mean, you can't deny that, right? Asia is her.
Yeah.
But I felt like Caitlin Clark's game would transition over to the WNBA perfectly. Right? I did. I really did. And I didn't. And it's not necessarily over for her, but I think at this point, I mean, they're going to milk that cow.
Yeah.
They're going to milk,
which they should.
They're going to milk that cow. But honestly, I think the stage is set for JuJu.
JuJu, to me, JuJu and Paige are, because they can do a little bit of it all. They don't have the point guard as skills like Caitlin.
They're combo guards.
Right, they're combo guards. But they can score on all levels.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough.
And both got a little handle to them.
Right.
Caitlin Clark don't got no handle to her.
No. Physicality, and we saw in college, like she had a friendly whistle, and they were scared to guard her. But off of her, Alyssa Thomas has stepped her game up in these playoffs.
Lights out last game.
Oh my God. Yeah. And listen, y'all, I don't care what anybody say, clean script. She stripped Nafisia clean. Nafisia, that shit you did today is dirty. I don't know.
Man.
Dirty.
Nasty word.
Private conversations should be private. Any problem?
Nasty word.
Absolutely. Any other problem you have, you can voice that, but private conversations should be left private. We're not gonna get into that for those that know sports that know, but that's how I feel. Private conversation should left private. If you have problems with the reffing and all the other shit, do that. Leadership, do that. But the private conversation that you have with leadership, whatever this person said about Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese or whoever else talking to you one-on-one should be. I commented on that shit. I tweeted that shit. I'm like, you know what? If it was a nigga, if it was a man, it'd be a different conversation. You can't do that. But no, what we're talking about. To move on, NFL, prayers to Tyreek. That shit looked disgusting. That was gruesome, but no breaks, ligaments torn, location of the knee. So, not this. Well, that's good in a sense because it's not a break. So you got to ligaments, and he's still going to have a long recovery ahead of him. But prayers to him. The best thing is it's not a break. I think. I don't know. Yeah. Would you rather the break or the ligament tears? Well, if you break, it's probably going to be ligament tears with it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. The best thing, because I tore my Achilles. Um, Although the Achilles is not a bone, it's a
Mm-hmm.
tendon. Um, the best from a tendon standpoint, the best thing that could have happened to me is that I still had strands left. Right.
Yeah.
So those strands that I had still held tight, and when it came down to the therapy and the healing,
Mm-hmm.
like I came back better. Well, I'm not gonna say better, but this joker is strong as a bitch. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that. Either way, man. Prayers out to Tyreek Hill.
Right.
Um, Not to get too spiritual, whatnot, but Tyreek Hill has been doing a lot of chirping, man. And the big homie got a way of humbling you, dog. The big homie got a way of humbling you, dog.
You're right. I ain't no denying, no debating that.
You're doing a little too much chirping, my man. You play a sport that so many people, it's millions of people, pray every night to get an opportunity to do.
Yeah.
Or so many people have, they think about what could have been daily.
Mm-hmm.
And you complaining about not having a catch over 20 yards.
Listen, so outside of the injury, anything else with him? I'm like, okay, whatever. Because guess what? You was in the perfect opportunity, in the perfect place. I understand you wanted your money, you wanted your bag, but listen, Kansas City was it for him. I understand the money, everything else, but you go to Miami and I'm not gonna say he became irrelevant, but his production took a dip outside of big gain here and there, but Kansas City didn't miss a beat.
Do you know do you understand how easy it is to have listen, they got Xavier Worthy. Once
Mhm.
Xavier Worthy figures it out,
Yeah,
once he figures it out,
exactly. And Tyree already had it figured out.
he had it figured out. And I think, and I understand business is business, right?
Mhm.
I understand business is business. So you got to understand, like, I'm not knocking him for leaving Kansas City,
Mhm.
right? I'm not knocking him for it at all. I think, but you reap what you sow, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Because now you are in. It's just about what matters, and
Mhm.
obviously to him, what matters to him was to get the bag, and he was on fire,
Yeah.
right? He was on fire, and free when he became a free agent or whatnot, and so he made the best move for his family. I get
Mhm.
it, but later on, he gonna start thinking about that legacy
Yeah. The legacy,
if he
and
ain't
you can get
already.
all that shit on the back end too. Some like you can, I feel like you can cater your deals to where you benefit from it, whether it's incentive based or whatever else. Kansas City has not had a deep threat since he left.
He's just a victim of. He was a victim of. You know what I mean? They backed the Brinks truck up for
Yeah,
Mahomes.
yeah.
They backed the Brinks truck up for Kelsey. Two certified Hall of Famers.
Mm-hmm. God, listen. It regardless of what anybody say, your quarterback when he is performing like when he's performing all world, and there's only probably 4 to 5 of them right now. They're going to get that bag. They're going to get paid.
Yeah.
You can't pocket watch them and try to guarantee. Well, try to cater your contract or your money off of them. It's because one of the two is going to become expendable, and more than likely
Right.
it's going to be you, not the quarterback.
Right.
Quarterback is never going to become expendable, especially if they are performing like Patrick, Joe Burrow, Jalen.
Listen, this guy is
Josh.
this guy is in the talks of being the greatest quarterback ever.
Mm-hmm.
Cut it out.
Mm-hmm. And Kelsey is in the talks of being one of the greatest tight ends ever.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say.
Tyreek, had he stayed with Kansas City, probably would be in the talks of one of the. Well, I don't know. It's a stretch, but going to Miami ain't gonna help it. He went to Miami and told us that Tua was just as good as Patrick, gets the ball out. He's accurate, blah blah blah.
Cut it out.
And yeah,
cut it the fuck out.
I'm not gonna talk 49ers. I don't know if you want to talk Panthers.
I do not.
Okay, we're gonna leave that alone. I think that is it.
I do not, sir.
I think that is it for sports. So before we jump into anything else, I would like to do the condolence and rest in peace to everyone that lost their life. People affected by it. There was kids. There was a school shooting. So we haven't. It's been 2 or 3 weeks since we recorded, right?
Yes.
We've had school shootings. We have every kind of shooting. So rest in peace, everybody. And condolences, to everybody affected. One of the biggest things that happened since we last recorded was Charlie Kirk. And I'm kind of glad that we didn't record, because that initial week it happened, I had a lot of shit to say. But looking at everything that's happened since then, for a lot of YouTubers and even people that's on Spotify, their accounts or podcasts got flagged and suspended. So that we got saved. Yeah, we got saved. So if you said anything that was considered to be negative or derogatory, kind of like Kimmel, we'll get to that in a minute. And honestly, I'm not gonna say I had anything bad to say. Anything. I was gonna tell my truth, which could have been taken a certain way, because he's not a Martin Luther King. He's not a savior to none of us. But hopefully, nothing happens for me saying this shit. But I think our little break or whatever else kind of saved our YouTube channel or whatever else from me talking the way I wanted to talk.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say what the hell I want to say about it, and I'm gonna leave it alone.
We'll deal with it.
At the end of the day, right? People are. Let's be clear. This is a travesty.
Right.
This is a travesty. Mm-hmm. This is unfair. This is unruly. This is disgusting. This is not what America is supposed to represent. Because as far as the amendment goes, freedom of speech is major, supposedly. It's major. Right? It's major.
Yeah.
Right? So when it boils down to it, whether I agree with what this man said or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
He did not deserve to be gunned down based on his beliefs.
I agree with that.
He did not deserve to lose his life.
Mm-hmm.
But living in America, being Americans, us being Black Americans,
mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as free. There's no, there's no such thing as free,
No.
right? So with that being said, the young man, they might blame it on mental health or whatever the case may be, or whatever. The bottom line is the young man who assassinated who assassinated Charlie Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't like how he was giving it up, though.
No. Remember the initial push came out. They blamed everybody but people that looked like them, or people that talk like them, people that walk like them, people that was on their side, people that had the same.
I don't understand.
People that had the same political affiliation.
I don't understand that. That's the part I don't understand. That's the part I will never get. I will never understand it. But it is what it is, though. Like, I hate that for his family, man. I think what really got to me is, like, at the end of the day, that man children, regardless of what we think about him, or who, what, whatever.
That shit is gonna live forever.
Man, and his children are gonna see this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And not only are they gonna see it, they're gonna grow up, man, without their daddy, man.
Yeah.
You're a dad, I'm a dad.
Right. And the worst part about it is you're gonna have one side that's making him out to be the next Martin Luther King, the next him, this, that, or whatever else, instead of, and the other side rebutting that. Instead of letting whatever he did, whatever, it being what it is. Like, okay, this young man passed, so let's honor him, bury him, whatever else, and let that be it. Of course, you have the people that's like, we're going to continue this and carry on his legacy and da.
I hear all that.
What legacy? But whatever.
Well, he does have a legacy.
All of us have a legacy, but
right. But the reason, here's the thing, Reggie. Everybody doesn't have to agree on what that man said. I'm not here to say,
right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not here to say that. I'm not here to speak on that on that man's name or whatever, or speak down on that man's name. Do I agree with his views? Fuck no.
Right.
But I'll say this, Reggie.
He had a following.
He had a vast following.
Right. So that separates.
This is what I'll say, Reggie. Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
And it might leave a bad taste in some people's mouth. But at the end of the day, our revolutionaries, when I say our, I'm saying our culture, Black people, this, that, and the third, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have guys, men, women, or whatever, who we felt like, because they had our best interest, talking to Black people, they had our best interest at hand.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side of the fence, you have white people. You have whatever they got going on. Guess what? He had their best interest at hand. So they're going to feel how they feel.
Right.
White people felt the way they felt about Malcolm. White people felt how they felt about Martin. White people felt how they felt about Huey Newton.
Yeah.
But we felt the way we felt because it benefited us, dog.
Mm-hmm. So with that being said, and so do you see, or you can understand, or can you understand why there's a side that's like, you know what? Okay, yeah, he died.
You motherfucking right, I can see it. No, I'm not.
All right.
No, I'm not.
I'm not saying you're supporting it, but
Oh, okay.
Because
Hold on now.
there is a lot of backlash of people saying like, oh, how can y'all celebrate this or feel good about this or whatever else? And it's people
But I'm
that's like, you know what?
but did we but do we
He
not do
said
that?
George Floyd deserved blah 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 blah. He said such and such deserve this. He said da 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 da. So
Guess what? Guess what? And when and that's fine.
mhm,
That's cool. All I'm saying is everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
mhm.
I don't agree with what that man said, dog.
Yeah.
I don't agree with what he stood for.
I mean,
All I'm saying is that he didn't deserve to die.
no, yeah,
Because guess what?
absolutely, absolutely.
Before you and I were thought of, when
Mhm,
JFK got shot, you know what Malcolm said? The chickens are finally come home to roost.
mhm. But that's the thing. It's so many layers to peel back from this shit that we can go on and
It's
on.
nasty work.
Yeah,
I'm
it
just
is. It is.
simplifying.
It is. Yeah, yeah, it is.
I'm just simplifying. I'm not saying I'm obviously I stand with our people. I stand for
Mhm,
what's right. Obviously, I stand for equality,
mhm.
right? So some of the things that that man tried to bring up, or some of the things that that he stood strong for, I know I don't agree with it. No, I don't agree with
Right.
it, dog. I don't agree with it.
Mhm.
All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, bruh, we do the same thing on our side
Yeah.
too, Rich.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We do, dog. We
There's
do.
a man and
We
a
do.
woman. There's children, a woman, a wife that lost someone.
Yeah.
And I mean, regardless
And,
of
and, and,
how you
and
feel
for me,
about
that's
it,
all I care about. That's
right?
all I care about. I
Mhm.
can't listen. Whatever's on record, that man said, I don't gotta fuck with it because I don't. I don't gotta fuck with it. You ain't gotta fuck with it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at the end of
Yeah.
the day,
The
you're a
sad,
dad. I'm a dad.
yeah. The sad part about it is us more than I honestly I don't know if it's well us more than him, but once you put your hat into that ring or that arena, that is kind of what you deal with, i.e., you being the profession you having,
Mm-hmm.
you you you're in harm's risk in any part of the day, any time of the day, just because
Fucking right.
of what you do, your status, security clearance, whatever else. Da, 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 da. And
Right.
I was there. So I mean, it, it's a tricky situation. Um, there's so much to it, but we can leave that alone. During the time we was off, the young lady in Charlotte on the train,
Okay.
we don't have to talk about it, but rest in peace to her and condolences to her family and everything else. That was a tragic incident that probably should have never happened. The
No,
video
it shouldn't have.
the video is even more egregious, if you want, if we can use that word, because
So let's talk about
DaBaby.
the baby's video, music video. Let's talk
Okay.
about that
Okay.
and the backlash she's receiving. Have you seen the video?
I have. I have.
What are your thoughts about it?
Um, I get the intent behind it.
Mhm.
And I think it's on key for him, on par. I think to have an opinion, which a lot of people do have on it, the reason why you're asking, you have to fully watch the video to understand.
That's why I asked him.
Yes,
That's why I
to
asked.
understand it. So a lot of people will be, you know, watch the first whatever and then form an opinion on it.
10 to
But
15 seconds.
right, but so I think his intent is good.
Mm-hmm.
Timing may not be the best, but far as in him, making a video and given the appearance or the illusion of, this shouldn't happen, this should have happened. Or even maybe if you want to get in his brain, maybe I wish I was there to stop this.
Obviously, because in the video he saved the young
Right.
lady, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. So that to me, that is the most important part, the intent. But a lot of people don't make it past that part because everything that happened, with the video and everything else. So I got it watching the whole video and understanding it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just I think the timing is I don't know. I think that's the worst part of it for me. The timing, because it was still a very, very new and sensitive area when the video came out. But he is Charlotte to the heart.
Of course he is.
Charlotte to the heart. So that's him. So I don't even even with that, I don't know. I mean, because the timing is perfect for him because he's like, this is my city. Shouldn't happen in
Mm-hmm.
my city. This is what should have happened. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I, the backlash is not he shouldn't get backlash from it, but of course, people are going to find a way to be angry and upset about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Versus the other side that says, hey, um, it was I don't want to get political. We talked about political part too much with Charlie, but this incident has came real political because of who the man was, his skin color, and everything else.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
were your thoughts on the video?
Honestly, I thought I would agree with you and say like timing. Okay, was the world ready for that? No, but at the end of the day, all you have to do is just give it just watch it.
Right.
Just watch it.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do is watch it,
Mm-hmm.
and all your answers will be all the questions that you have will be answered. Just watch it. But of course, we're in a society, we're in a day where people take clips and run with them.
Yeah, I was about to say we're in a clickbait world to where
Yeah,
the
clickbait.
attention span is 10 to 15 seconds, maybe 20, 30, 45
Mm-hmm.
at the most of a clip, and we're gonna form the opinion.
Shit,
And
you
then you
giving
don't
people
hear
too much credit.
yeah,
You giving people too much credit.
and you don't
I'm
even
gonna go
hear
from
the
50 to
full
20.
expectation, you know, explanation of anything after that. But you know, I mean, listen, the baby he's Charlotte, he's North Carolina to his heart.
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
was him. So to me, it wasn't off brand. The only problem,
Yeah.
like, and you just echoed, the only problem I saw was the timing. Um, um, Rest in peace to Trey Reed, young man that was hung from a tree. He's That was the first one that happened after dog. So since the Charlie Kirk incident, HBCUs were on high alert because of death threats, bomb threats, everything else, which is very, I'm not gonna say confusing, but once everything came out to who the man that shot him or killed him or assassinated him, whatever phrase you want to use, we were still hearing about these HBCUs receiving death threats and everything else. Like, America,
What else?
America, America, America. Juju said she is not playing this year.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She's sitting out the year, continue her rehab, bettering herself, which is an interesting part to me. Um, so does she come back for to play another year in college, or does she go straight to the NBA? I say go straight to the NBA, but
Will she be eligible to go to the WNBA?
yeah, she's a sophomore now, right? Next year will be her junior. What's
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So yeah, no,
So they
she'll
gotta
be a
be.
junior. She'll be a junior this year.
Yeah, she'll be a junior
This is
this
her
year.
junior year coming up. Yeah. So if she
So
come back and play another year in college, she'd be a senior.
right. And you got to be, what, 3 years removed from high
Yeah.
school to go into the WNBA. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
I think this is a business move, man. And
Yeah.
and that's smart. It's what else does she have to prove on the
Nothing.
collegiate level?
Nothing. Nothing.
When you sent it to me, I wasn't shocked. I was like, dang, I wish,
I would love to see it. Yeah.
the fan in me wants to see her hoop,
Mm-hmm.
take one more stab at that ring.
Mm-hmm.
But business wise, for what? She already got the contracts. She already got the money sold up.
Yeah.
The money's hers, right?
Right.
The money is hers. So as far
You
as
can
we
make
know,
it more in college than the WNBA.
yes, she is. So but what I'm saying is that bag is already sold.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. So now it's like, okay, for her to be the best version of herself, um, why not rehab and make sure that you're good to go and get all the way back, right?
Yeah. Right.
The skill set is there. She's not gonna learn, she's not gonna lose or forget how to play basketball
Right.
in missing a season of the NCAA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's a business move, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, and looking at it, I mean, I don't think USC was going to be a tournament team, but they wasn't going to win no championship.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know about winning the championship, but they put some pieces together, man. So
yeah,
I don't.
yeah,
They would have had a good shot at it.
yeah,
Shot at it.
yeah. I just I don't see them beating the other USC, and UConn is still strong. There's a couple, but all right. We'll close it out with this Super Bowl halftime. Bad,
And
bad Boney. as
bad.
as the way they said, Bad Boney was
Yeah,
announced as the
yeah.
performer. There is a lot of backlash and hate over this. Honestly, I it is what it is. I listen to Bad Bunny? No. Do I hear Bad Bunny anywhere I'm out in a club, in a bar? No, but you got to understand where I'm at. But I do know I am well aware of Bad Bunny and who he is and how he sells and his performance or whatever else. I mean, I understand the NFL's move because they're trying to bring in another audience as well and everything else. So I mean, have at it.
Here's the thing, brother. Here, that's heavily populated with Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, with Latino and Latina
Mm-hmm.
community, heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I get it.
Right.
I get it. I get why you would have somebody like Bad because he's major.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this guy's major, dog.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. Really.
Right.
This guy
He's
is
killing.
he is major, dog.
At this point in time, right now, he's doing his own residency in Puerto Rico and got thousands of people flying from the U.S. to Puerto Rico to go attend or be a part of this concert that he's doing, a residency in Puerto Rico. I mean, yeah.
But do you understand how much money he's giving to Puerto Rico off of
Yeah.
that, though?
He
So,
is their version of Taylor.
and that's a great analogy. That's a great comparison. It's a great comparison.
Yeah.
Because people don't understand how big this dude is, man.
Yeah. He's their version of
And
Taylor.
so I understand, and I think and I hope I think he'll do a good job, and I know a few people that shall remain nameless that are ecstatic about him performing. Look, man, it's at the end of the day, Jay-Z and those folks, so they know what they're doing.
I mean, am I thrilled about it? I'm not. I mean, um, he doesn't have one song that's in English, but who cares? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we've watched Aerosmith, we watched Creed, we've watched so much. I mean, that I wasn't particularly a fan of. So I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the way they do shows now and the performances and everything. Who knows?
I feel like Bad Bunny,
Congratulations to Bad Bunny and his fans.
he gonna put on, man. That's what I think.
Hmm. Um, to move on, and this is old, but we can tackle it real quick. Not to hopefully it don't trigger either one of us. So this Ciara thing with her changing the last name of Future. Well, adding on Wilson to her son's last name. There was a big uproar about that 2-3 weeks ago. As far as in both sides, whether Future was being a good enough father to his child warranting his last name or was not, or that's his legacy. His son should have his last name, XYD, da 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 da. Where I stand on it, um, I regardless of how her relationship and situation with Future, um, you don't have to add that you don't have to add Wilson, another man's last name, on to this child's last name, especially if he's not adopting this kid.
This is what I think. I'll agree with you from there on there. I'm not at liberty to talk about what Future the artist, what he
Mm-hmm.
does for his son or
Mm-hmm.
what he doesn't do for his son. I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows.
Right.
This is what I'll say. If you aren't present in the capacity that you can be,
Mm-hmm.
things like this happen.
Yeah, they absolutely.
I'm not saying it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying shit like this happens.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Go ahead, brother.
You know what also happens?
Tell me, though.
And I went through this. When you divorce somebody
Mm-hmm.
and they don't want to give up your last name because the children you have together still have they have your last name, so they feel like I'm going to have this last name until, or it's too much work to change my last name. So I'll change it when I get married or get in a new relationship or whatever else, blah, 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 blah. So why does all of a sudden it become so easy to want to change a child's last name or add on to it? My ex told me for the longest, like, well, and they may have been joking or whatever else. Well, you gave me this last name, so why can't I choose to use it when I want to or get rid of it when I want to?
Hmm. It's funny that you said it because my granny has had the last name Footman for over 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
Over 50 years. Right. And that's what she goes by.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That is what she goes by. Um, I don't know how my Paul feels about that. I would never ask him about it. I don't care to know. Um, but I would imagine that's she looks at it like her legacy. Everybody under her umbrella, the children that she birthed and whatnot, and they all are footmen's, right?
Okay.
Or footmen's hyphen whatever. I think my mom is the only one that's married right now. I think, yeah, my mom is the only one that's married right now. Um, and then she has her grandchildren and her great grandchildren and her great great grand. You know what I mean? Like this is man. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, yeah, grandchildren and great grandchildren. Yeah, for sure,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. So from that standpoint, I can't really speak on that. Like I said before, what I was getting at is, man, you don't have to be present. The thing about being a parent is being present in the capacity that you can be present in the best way that you can.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it's not up to for someone else to decide on whether or not you're present. We don't know, Rich. We just know what people are paying.
You about to get me started.
We about to get up out of here. So, but
I got something to say.
of course, of
No,
course.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm just saying we
Mhm,
don't know. We're just going off of how the picture is painted, right?
mhm.
And the picture says that future future is non-existent in his son's life.
Right. And
That's the paint.
that's
The picture
news to
that's
me
painted.
because I don't know either way. I don't know. He could be, he couldn't be. I don't know. But here's a problem that a lot of us have dealt with and a lot are still dealing with. Um,
Mm-hmm.
my present could be very present versus what the
Mm-hmm.
mom's present might
Expectation.
not think is present.
Expectation. The expectation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, and as you know, both of my girls are grown now. They're in their 20s. Youngest is 20. So there has been times to where I've been very present. I was doing things, but it wasn't what XYZ thought I should be doing at the time. Or, hey, she needed XYZ and it was $1,500 and you said, hey, well, let's do XYZ, blah, 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 So, I mean, that's a very touchy subject with that. But once you start changing names and doing all of this stuff, I feel like there's more into play to that too. Um, and you as a man, you know about your legacy and how you feel about it and your last name or whatever else. So
Mm-hmm.
that plays a big deal, and I think women know that too. So when that comes an issue or talking point, they already know that's poking the bear or like what's going to come with that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, any woman that feels like the man is not doing nothing, is not present. You know what? Um, he's not even in his child's life. This child, I'm changing the child. By all means, do what you need to do. But everybody's situation is different.
Yes. Yes, my friend.
I don't want to. I don't want to open a whole can and start some shit in my inboxes, your DMs, anything else. So,
Yes and yes.
um, I think sentencing starts for Diddy on Friday. Um, it's gonna be interesting.
Very much so. This thing can go either way, dog.
Right.
This thing can get messy. I don't know, man. I think come Friday we're gonna see how long that man money really is.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Cardi B
Yeah.
album, it's okay. I'll
You
give
think
it
it's
that.
okay?
It's so the main thing is not really for me. There are songs on it that I enjoy, I like, but it's Cardi. It's not as good as her first.
You don't think so?
No, I
I
don't.
do. I beg to differ.
I don't think it's as good as first, but
I think the writers that she has and it's been rumored that Party did a lot of
Yeah. Well, so this album is more of an open book.
right.
This
My
album is more of
my
an open book. So I'll give it that. But um I'm not running back to it. And honestly, I'm not running back to Invasion of Privacy either. But I do recognize the work that she put in both of these albums. And I never held Cardi in a light of, oh, she's a songwriter, she's a lyricist, she's this, she's that. She's gonna make music that um is going to please her core fan base and then everybody else too in different ways, whether it comes on in the club, here, there, whatever else. She's just one of those artists. And I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Um, to go deeper than that, the biggest talking points were her being pregnant by another man and still married,
That's
which honestly,
nasty work.
huh?
That's nasty work.
I don't know where I stand on that because I was going through a divorce, which was being prolonged by my spouse, or
Hmm.
my ex spouse, um, and there was a point in time to where I decided to not stop living my life, and
Okay.
I was actually, dealing with a young lady later on after, you know, there was a decision that, hey, we're going to get a divorce, and I decided to take, because when I said I wanted a divorce, my spouse or ex-spouse said me too. So I went, got a lawyer to do an uncontested divorce, and once papers were served, uh no, I'm not giving this man a divorce. We're not getting divorced. So then you go through the whole process of, Georgia says you have to be,
12 months.
yeah, 12 months. So we go through this whole thing, this whole process. At the time, I started dating someone else and she got pregnant. So
Okay.
technically she was pregnant by a married man who was still married. But was me and this woman still dealing with each other? No.
Okay.
At
Okay.
the time, I'm staying in the barracks.
Okay.
First Sergeant hooked me up. I'm like, hey, look, First Sergeant, blah 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 blah. We can't, like Georgia says. And Georgia, not only do you have to be, well, yes, separated 12 months, but you can't even be living in the same place.
Yeah.
So
They gotta
technically,
be separated.
First Sergeant took care of me and said, you can stay in the barracks. So I didn't have to go get an apartment here or wherever else, and so I can see the sides of it. I think I'm saying this, I'm leaning more to the side of, hey, when this relationship is over and we're saying it's over, when this one, I don't know, like where do we start when you say, okay, I'm done, I'm out of here, but then this one person is like, you know what, you still mine, like I'm fighting this shit.
I get that. I get that. I get that. You know what? I didn't look at it from that standpoint because I haven't walked in those shoes. You
Mhm.
have. You have. I didn't look at it from that standpoint. So
And that shit is held to me to this day because I had explained that to Passion probably about 5, 6, 7 years ago. And she was telling me that, oh, XYZ said you cheated on her because
you had a baby on her.
you had a baby. And I'm like, well, no. So I had to explain to her, this is what happened. I'm living off on my own, waiting for a divorce. I even deployed, and this woman that was carrying my baby at the time was quarterbacking, talking to the lawyer, trying to get this and that done, and XYZ still making it difficult.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I can see it, and but yeah, go ahead, my bad.
No, no, you good. No, no. I was just saying I didn't see it. I didn't see it from your lens, right?
Mhm.
You have a different stance on it, right? Like for me, being where I'm at, it's nasty work. But if somebody's holding you hostage And I don't know if that's the situation that they're in.
Mm-hmm.
That's something.
She alluded to that. She said that he's holding up the divorce because he wants me to pay his taxes. He wants this property that I own, and he wants me to pay him something else. I don't know, but yeah, that's what she alluded to.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Who knows? I don't know. I just honestly feel like, I mean, once the two people decide to amicably split and do whatever, whatever they're going to do, it I don't know. It becomes difficult because legally, yes, I was still married. Legally, she's still married. So by law, you're wrong. But at the same time, do I stop living my life and doing whatever else until a divorce is until the paper, the ink is dry on
Right.
the divorce decree.
Right. I get it.
Now the pregnant thing, having a baby, that's as a man, I can understand and see how that could be a difficult thing.
Yeah.
Because you might still be like, you know what? That's still and damn, like, you ain't got to get a nigga back like that. Like, I just put that shit on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me tell you something.
What I did was whack, but you ain't got to get a nigga back like that.
Let me tell you something. I don't know who it was. On your. I get what you're saying from a man's standpoint.
Uh-huh.
I just had to jump in there. Whomever that was that jumped on that post and was like, yeah, classic Hove or whatever. Duh. We know that it's Hove.
Yeah.
I think it was a woman, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So she didn't understand what I was saying. You did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so did whomever liked it or laughed at it because anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was when the notification came up in my phone, I was like, yes, it's Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what I was saying.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Last thing. All right, so whether we're talking about relationships or just friends in general, you have different set of friends, right? And how you get down with certain friends. So you might know, like, you know what? I'm going to XYZ. Me and Reggie going blah, 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 whatever else. So I know what set of friends to invite because I know how when we together, how we get down and we do, but then you might say, you know what? Me and whoever else are going to go out and do this.
Yes.
That probably ain't Reggie type setting. So I'm not going to invite Reggie.
Okay.
Or whatever else, right? So when you have or are in a relationship, right? How do you differentiate it? Like, should you be able to say, you know what? I got this set of friends that I know, how we might do this, we might do that. And I don't have a problem with my old lady hanging out with us or even, us at the house chilling. But then again, this set of friends, and it could be men or women involved in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't the type of crowd I want around my old lady. Like, I know what I'm doing or how we whatever. Is that valid? Should there be a problem?
It shouldn't be a problem. I think that's valid. I think it's okay to, for introductions. I think that's okay.
Yes. And so she's aware of these people, but
yeah.
When you hang out and go out with these people, like because you might get the question of, well, I went out with you and Reggie and with you Reggie and da 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 da. Why can't I hang out with you such and such, such and such, such and such?
Yeah, well, you could ask me whatever the fuck you want to ask me, but at the end of the day, But at the, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to certain shit and it comes around being around certain people, right? Maybe I'm going to use my better judgment and make that call.
I like that, and I understand it, and I feel the same way. That's why I asked the question because I saw that on a discussion board, and people I don't subscribe to the fact that there's one person that should be everything for me, and they should be involved in every aspect of part of my life, like because I don't want to be involved in every aspect of anybody's life. I
Right,
feel like you should be able to have a life outside of me, and have the freedom to do whatever you want to do, you know,
right.
and it and I shouldn't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I agree.
So when you have the friends that, because let's say me, for instance, I might be in a relationship with a woman that don't like to turn up. And
Mhm.
this set of friends right here, I know we gonna turn up when we go out. It's gonna be shots. It's gonna be loud. It's gonna be XYZ, blah, 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 blah. And that just ain't her thing. So no, baby, like we going out, we having fun.
Right.
But, regardless if it's men or women in this group or not.
I don't give a fuck, man. I said what I say. Like, I don't like fucking the fuck. You're gonna have a group of people or a group of people or persons or whatever that
Hmm.
want around your nigga. That's okay. It's all right. There might be a in and out thing here and that thing once every blue
Hmm.
moon thing, whatever. Like I don't like. I think about that all the time. I think about like, do some of my partners that's got wives or whatever what do they really think? Do they think I'm a wild boy? Like,
Uh-huh.
do they think like or do people out there think that I'm a wild guy or just whatever they think about me? Is that a thing where they feel like they can't have me around their old lady? I
Hmm.
think about that.
Mm. You, you know the saying though. If you ever around them and the way their significant other spouse treats you, it kind of tells you a lot about
It's gonna
them
tell
pillow
you a
talk conversations.
whole lot.
Yeah, yeah,
It's gonna tell you a whole lot.
yeah. So before we jump off this into the unapologetic truths, how do you feel on the other end? Now she has a group of friends. There's males involved, and she's like, you know what? Me and Christine and Justin and Tommy and Vivica and blah 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 all going out.
Uh-huh.
You have an issue with it.
If it's not my group, if it's not my thing, if it's not my like nah.
Yeah.
I mean, of course I'm gonna think about it, but at the end of the day, like, how can I sit here and say I'm gonna do my 1-2 based on who I think you should be around and not allow you to do the same thing?
I'm with you.
I ain't saying I ain't gonna feel the way about it, but shit.
Now I'm gonna turn that NCAA on and hey, do you turn the NCAA on and pour a drink and have a good time. That's it. Yeah.
For sure.
All right. Unapologetic truths. Damn, these shit's old. Let's see. You're involved and a random beautiful woman tells you that you're fine or handsome.
Mhm.
You think she's very beautiful.
Okay.
Do you accept the compliment and compliment her back, or you just accept the compliment and keep it moving?
I accept it and I say if I think that she's pretty, I say it back to her.
I feel the same way. But now, if we're in a relationship, does our partner feel like we should give a compliment back or even
No,
accept
they
a compliment?
no. No, I'm not gonna like it if my partner does it. What the fuck? I'm not gonna like it, but
Dre, I've got to the point that I don't care no more. I'm gonna be honest.
This shit ain't fair, okay?
That's what we're gonna call this. It ain't fair.
This shit ain't fair, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm fucking human, okay? I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, yeah, I'm gonna accept the compliment.
Mm-hmm.
And if I think that she looks nice, I'm probably gonna say, "Oh, well, you're not too shabby yourself, pal."
You're a looker yourself. If I might say, you're a looker too. All right. Pick a past relationship. In this relationship, did a part of you die or did you lose yourself? If so, how did you change or reverse it? Mm.
Okay, I'm not gonna go into detail,
Yeah. Yeah, don't.
but no, I'm not gonna go into detail. But yes, I have lost myself in a relationship, and how did I reverse it? I literally walked out into the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I took accountability. I cried like a baby, and I walked back.
Mm.
And that is, these are facts. That's what I did.
Uh, Relationship that I'm thinking about. I guess I the army did it for me. Army took me away from that situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't. I mean, I guess for for the most part, I didn't have a choice. I had to go somewhere else overseas for a couple months, and that gave me the space, time, distance to
Okay.
realize, like, hey, nigga, get your shit together, nigga. Put your chin up. Um, what advice would you give yourself 10 years younger than what you are now?
30.
And what question would you ask yourself that's 10 years older than you are right now?
What would I tell my 30-year-old self? I would tell my 30-year-old self, wait a minute. Hold on, Reggie. My 30-year-old self, I would tell myself, boy, sit your dog ass down.
Oh,
I'm 40 today, so I would tell my 30-year-old self, sit your dog ass down.
get out them streets.
Yeah, sit your dog ass down, Snuff McGruff.
Okay.
And what was the second part of it?
What question would you ask yourself, but only 10 years older now?
What would I ask the 40-year-old version of
No, no,
me?
no, no, no. The 50-year-old.
Oh, today.
Yeah.
So what would I ask
So
the
go back 10
50
years and then go forward
forward 10
10 years.
years?
Yeah, yeah.
50-year-old me, I would ask 50-year-old me, did you put in enough work for your family?
Mm, okay.
Or how much, yeah, how much work are you willing to put in for your family?
Mm. You would ask the 10 years older than yourself right now that.
Yeah, did you put in the work for your family?
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? And when I say that, I mean it from a standpoint of, right, or enough. How about this? Did you put in enough work for your family?
Okay.
That's what I would say.
Okay. Um, I think I would ask the 10 years older, well, younger. Um, well, I would tell them the advice I would tell them is or give them would probably be make sure everything you're doing is beneficial to you and your kids.
Yeah. Okay.
I would tell them that everything you do from this point on needs to be beneficial. Um, the 10 years older, mm, I would probably ask everything that you did, was it worth it?
Was it worth it?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be the question I asked. Was it worth it? Everything you did, was it worth it?
Mm,
And at the the end of things. That's far as in making sure, you know, I'm situated in whatever I'm doing in life, retirement, whatever else, and now my kids starting to, in that them early stages of parenthood, and also Shania in her early, freshman, sophomore, junior year of college. So, yeah, yeah, because I mean that's what we do it for, right?
what you supposed to do it for?
Yeah. But at the same time, you gotta think about yourself as well too, regardless of what order, you want to put yourself in that last place, but make sure them babies is good, and then am I happy?
Right.
And we talked about that before. Like, can you truly make them happy if you ain't happy?
I don't believe so.
Yeah.
I mean, you could try, you could attempt.
Hmm.
Full fledged? No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Slippery. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. We good, man. Let's wrap this up, man. You can get on the air. What you got going on? I'm gonna watch this damn game, eat me some food, get ready for this trip.
Well, shout out to you, big dog, man, as always, for keeping this thing afloat, man, for trying to schedule and make sure that we get this thing done, man. My apologies for things popping up or going on, whatever, man. You know me,
Mhm.
man. I'm a wild card dog. That is, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm dedicated to this thing, but shit, life be life, man.
Yeah, listen. Yeah.
Life be life. Shout out to the home team, man. Shout out to my babies. Uh, shout out. What, man? You know what? What I was thinking about, man. One time um for North Carolina, and we always speak on North Carolina. I'm just not talking about the Tar Heels. I'm just talking about you know the people in North Carolina. Period.
Hmm.
Um, and the reason why I say that is because at the end of the day, uh, so many, based on where you're from or where you're at, so many people have this have have so many different things that they think about or opinions when it comes down to us, right?
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, and I've even heard it, and I think we talked about it before, right? At the end of the day, people listen to us, and I think we're a perfect example of it. People listen to us, as in you and I.
Hmm.
They would imagine that you are from the city
Hmm.
and I am from the sticks.
Right.
But in all actuality, it's the direct
Yeah.
opposite.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the direct opposite.
You absolutely, yeah.
It's the direct opposite.
You're
So,
absolutely right. Hell
so
yeah.
at the end of the day, so what I'm saying is, one time for Carolinians, man, for having our identity and living in our identity in our identity, and not giving a fuck what people think, whether you from the South or the North or the East Coast or whatever the case may be. Dog, be you.
Yeah.
Be you. Be you. And as
Be
always,
true
please be true to yourself. And as always, mental health is real. Myself and Reggie, we may not be subject matter experts when it comes down to it. But I can assure you, before you harm yourself and you harm others, please tap into Unapologetic the Podcast on our IG and or Facebook individually or unapologetically. Other than that, big dog, you already know what's going on with me, different toilet. Be safe, man. Same shit.
Appreciate it. You know, I appreciate you too. Listen, thank you to everybody that tunes in and listen to us. Sorry we didn't get it together. I mean, there was a bunch of things that happened because I know the first week I pushed it back for some shit, and then anyway, we are here and we deliver. So, you know, I appreciate my family, friends, everyone that supports and not just the podcast, but just me and life in general. You know, that's valuable. And like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Go Heels, beat the Tigers.
Man, please beat these motherfuckers.
Please.
Oh, one more thing. One time, hey, shout out to DC Revolution women's rugby team, right? Mo plays on this team, dog. I watched them the first time in last week, fucking around in James Madison, man. When I tell you they put belt to ass, they put belt to ass. So one time for the DC Revolution.
Absolutely. But all right, y'all. Listen, we out of here. As always, we're unapologetic, we're unfiltered. Hey, keep your head on a swivel, keep a low silhouette. It is dangerous out here. But we will talk to y'all next week. We up out of here.
Take it easy.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.